Good morning, everyone. Welcome again to another session. Today we have a session focused on the lower part of the body, on releasing the tension on the hamstrings and strengthening the legs and glutes. So let's start as every morning with a gentle stretch. Just so we can feel nice and comfortable in our sitting position. Good, and then from here, normally when you sit and you cross your legs, if you have your legs crossed, then cross them on the other way, because there's a tendency to cross the legs always on the same way, and that also creates more tightness on one leg than the other, or one knee, one side, basically. So relax the shoulders, bring the chin slightly towards the chest, and gently close your eyes. Bringing the gaze up, lengthening the spine, the neck, and start connecting with your breathing. Noticing how is this breathing, and perhaps because you're used to it now, because we build a habit and a regular practice, then your breathing already has started to be longer. If it hasn't, that's absolutely fine. Just try to start now by breathing more deeply. Allowing your upper body to relax with each exhalation. Expanding with the inhalations. Making sure there's no tension on the forehead, on the face. And with the next inhalation, we're going to bring the palms together at the level of the heart, bringing the chin slightly towards the chest, stomach in, pressing gently the palms, and keep breathing nice and long. And let's start with a gratitude practice, choosing 2 new things that come to your mind to say thank you for. And then set your intentions for this practice. If you already have any tightness on the back of the legs, on your hamstrings, or if you want to gain strength on your legs, on your glutes, on your core, or if you just want to have a relaxing start of the day. And then yet set your intentions for the day as a way of bringing some focus. Inhaling, raise the palms up, chin up, head back. Exhaling, stretch the arms and allow them to come all the way down, bringing them towards the laps, resting the shoulders back and down. Chin towards the chest. Breathing deeply. And with a few blinks, open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you for joining. So we're going to start by stretching our legs. Bounce and shake. So it's important that we start noticing how is our body feeling, if one side of the body is more tense and the other one more stiff, if we feel like one side is stronger than the other one. And then we start noticing and activating and bringing some balance on the body. Let's just release first any possible tension on the hips. When we have tight hamstrings, that could give us some tightness on the hips, on the glutes, on the knees. Good, we're gonna stop now the bouncing, and then we're gonna bring the top leg out, left leg out, keeping the right knee bent. And we're gonna start turning towards the front of the mat. So using the hands, bringing them shoulder width apart, and then we rest in the inside of the left foot on the mat. We're gonna start turning, feeling the stretch all the way towards the lumbar area. Breathing slowly. The elbows soft, and actively we keep trying to twist with the shoulders so we can feel that stretch in that area. Of course, we want to feel no pain, just stretch. Even if it's intense, as soon as the pain starts, we come back gently and breathe slowly. Good, and then inhaling, turning towards the open side to release the tension. Stretch the leg, and then we go towards the other side. So bend the knee, bring it towards the top of the mat, and then the hands also towards the mat. So the right leg now is resting the inside and pressing on the mat, and then slowly we turn towards that front knee, shoulder width apart. Yes, so the knee is folded towards the front. It's almost like a preparation for the pigeon position. Good. There. And then keep breathing. Keep the leg that is straight and nice and active. One more round of breath. Good, and then inhaling, rolling again, so you are sitting on the mat. Bounce and shake your legs. And then from here, let's lay down on the mat, facing up, and keep the left knee bent, and the right one is going to come all the way up towards the ceiling. Bring the toes pointing, and now we're going to hold the back of the leg, whether it's the calves or the thighs, whatever you can reach, and try to bring that leg closer to you. Keep the toes pointing, the elbows slightly soft, so we can, as we breathe in nice and long, perhaps bring the leg a little bit closer towards us. Try to have the knee straightened, whatever you're holding. That's the most important thing. So the thigh is active and there's no pressure on the knee. One more round of breath here. Make sure there's no tension on the neck. Good, and then we're going to fold the leg and rest it on top of the opposite thigh. And then walk back with that left leg and then hold behind the left thigh. Breathe in slowly. Good. 2 more slow rounds of breath. When you finish your 2 rounds, release the leg down, bring the right knee towards your chest and then bring the leg up again without holding this time, toes pointing. And then from here, we're going to rotate the ankle in one direction. Keep pressing down with the shoulders towards the mat, so there's no tension on the neck, the face muscles relaxed. And then swift the direction towards the other side. Good, and then from there, stop the rotations of the ankle, bend the knee, and bring the leg all the way out, completely stretched out, and then just bounce gently and shake, activating the circulation. Good, and then bend the knee, stomach in, inhaling, left leg up, all the way up. And perhaps you notice that one leg was easier to bring up than the other. If that's the case, then keep it in mind, and perhaps you can let me know after the class. And then holding wherever you can, behind the calf or behind the thigh. Keep the toes pointing, the elbows slightly soft, the shoulders down, looking at your toes. Breathe slowly. Good, and then from there, release the arms and then fold the leg, rest it on top of the right thigh. Bring the knee as back as you can and then lift the right foot off the floor so we can hold behind the thigh. And once you're holding, and try to bring that thigh as closer towards you. And remember, slightly discomfort from this stretch, it's okay, but never pain. Slow breathing. Good, and then release the hands. Bring the foot down, arms towards the sides. Inhaling, stretch the left leg up, strong core, rotations of the ankle. Try to keep the knees as straight as possible, and then swap directions. Good, and then stop the rotation, bend the knee, bring the leg all the way straight out on the mat, bounce and shake. And bend the knee, bring both knees towards the chest, give them a hug, and rock side to side. If you're very tight, bringing the knees towards you, then you should feel some gentle stretch from the back of the hips, from the groins also. Good, and then we stop the rocking, and from here we're going to bring both arms down on the mat, roll the shoulders back and down, the upper body is active, core active. Inhaling, bring the legs all the way up, both legs. And then split with the legs, open towards the sides, as wide as they go, toes pointing. And lock your knees, because there's no weight, we can do so, as straighten as you can. And then we can bring the legs swiveling up and down. So the first one comes up as the left one goes down, and the other way around. Very small movements and keeping the core engaged at all times. Good, and then come back towards the center, bend the knees, and happy baby. Holding wherever you can, whether it's on your feet, on your ankles, your shins, and rock side to side, trying to bring the knees towards the sides as much as possible. So actively bringing the elbows soft. So it doesn't matter where you hold, but the most important thing here is that the knees are towards the sides instead of towards the ribs, and the sole of the feet towards the ceiling. So we can even hold on the shin, opening the legs wide. So if the feet, the sole of the feet are pointing to each other or towards the side wall, then we need to try to straighten a little bit more those sole of the feet. Good. That's it. Very good. And then from there we stop the rocking and bring the feet together in Bada Konasana, holding whatever you can, but try to bring the knees as away from you as possible. Good, and then bring the knees together and roll towards the right side. Now use the support of the bottom arm as a pillow for the neck. And then the bottom leg stays folded and the top one we stretched out. Hip height, toes pointing. Inhaling, bring the leg all the way towards the back. As back as you can, resting the tip of your toe, big toe on the mat. Feeling the stretch on the front of the hip. Good, and then bend the knee and bring the leg all the way forward as it can. And we rest again the big toe on the mat, on the floor, trying to stretch as much as we can the hamstrings. One more round of breath. Good, and then inhaling, bring the leg all the way up, pointing towards the ceiling, knee straighten. Flex the ankle, exhaling, lowering the leg all the way down. Good, and then point, inhaling, raising up. Flex, exhaling, lowering down. Good, point, inhaling up. And last time, flex, exhaling down. Good, and then bend the knee. Notice the work on the glutes and use the arms to bring you up. Bring the legs towards the other side. Rest the head on the bottom arm. Bend the knees and then stretch the top leg. Nice and active. That's why we keep it high, hip height. So the glutes is active, the leg active, toes pointing, and then we bring it as back as we can. Finding that extra support for the big toes so we can hold there and keep stretching. Breathe slowly. Good, and then inhaling from there, bring the leg all the way up, toes pointing and forward as it goes. No matter how forward it is, as long as the leg is straightened and that we feel that stretch on the hamstrings. Good, and then inhaling, bring the leg all the way up towards the ceiling, toes pointing, breathing slowly, stomach in, the core engaged, the support with that front hand, and then flex the ankle, lowering down. Point with the toes, inhaling, lifting, flexing, exhaling. Twice more, pointing, inhaling, flexing, exhaling. And one more. Point, inhaling, and flex, exhaling. Good, and then bend the knee. Use the arms to bring you to one side. Bring the legs towards the other side for your tabletop. Good, and then from here, just 3 rounds of cat-cow. Stretch the toes, inhaling, looking up, exhaling round, chin to chest, inhaling, exhaling. And last one, inhaling, soften the elbows, exhaling round. Good, and then from here, bring the big toes touching, open the knees wide, sit back on your heels and stretch the arms, bring the forehead down on the mat, elbows off the floor, arms shoulder width apart. Feel that stretch, active stretch. Relax the jaw. If your eyes are closed, bring the gaze up. If they're open, focus on the tip of the nose. Good, and then one more breath in and out. And gently with the next inhalation, walk back with the hands. Keep looking down towards the mat so we don't feel dizzy. Bring the knees touching together. Hands on shoulder width apart under the shoulders. Good, and then from here, find the neutral position for the shoulders. Nice and active, elbows soft. Inhaling, bring the right leg up. And then bring the whole body towards the back. Remember this stretch, we did it before. And it's very good for hamstrings, for runners. Stomach in. Good, and then come back to release the tension on the back of the leg. Bend the knee and stretch the other leg and lean towards the back. Make sure there's no tension on the upper back. Bring the stomach in and feel an even more intense stretch on the back of the legs. One more round of breath. Good, and then inhaling, come back towards the center. And from here, bring the right leg back and then the left into our plank. Strong legs, strong glutes, strong core, strong arms. Very good. And then bring the knees down, both knees. Good, and then the hips towards the back. Stretch again, forehead down. Breathe in deeply. Good, and then inhaling, coming forward, keeping the knees where they are, aligning the arms under the shoulders, and then rolling the arms towards the front of the room, rolling out. So the inside of the elbow is pointing out and the bone is pointing towards you. And then we're gonna come almost like a baby chaturanga without touching the mat. And then inhaling, coming up into up dog. Keeping the toes tucked under. Good, and then bring the hips towards the back. Forehead down. Fingertips active to release the tension on the wrists. We're going to do the same thing. Inhaling, come on your knees. And baby chaturanga, lowering down. The upper arms very close to the ribs. Inhaling, push forward and up dog. This time stretch the toes, release the weight on the knees. Good, and then bring yourself back with the hips, stretch the arms. Good, we do it 3 more times. Inhaling, come on your knees, tuck the toes under, elbows closer, baby chaturanga. Inhaling, up dog, stretch the toes. Exhaling, bring the hips back. Forehead down. Good, and then inhaling, come back again, toes tucked under, strong core, lowering down. Inhaling, pushing forward, stretch the toes, up dog, looking up if possible, shoulders back. And then exhaling, bring the hips back. Stretch the arms as much as you can, forehead down. Well done. We're going to do just one more. Inhaling, bring the hands aligned, tuck the toes under, roll the elbows, and baby chaturanga. Inhaling, up dog, stretching the toes, looking up. Good. And exhaling, bring the big toes touching, the hips towards the back. And this time, rest the arms, forehead down. Or if the chest is touching the mat, bring the chin down. Good, and then from there, walk back with the hands, bring the knees together. In Sasha, relax the arms, the shoulders. Relax the spine. Core inhaling, start coming up to sitting on your heels, shoulders back and down. Sorry. Good, and then from here, use your arms to bring yourself up. Slowly, first the forward fold, gain control on your legs, and very slowly rounding the spine, we come up to standing, shoulders back and down. Good, and when you can move, grab your blanket to get ready for your savasana. Well done for your practice. Now it's time to relax, to let go. So cover yourself up, stretch the legs, the arms, chin to chest. And remember, if at any point you need to use any support for your back or for your neck, it's better to use it under your knees or on the arch of the spine, on the lower part of the spine, but especially under the knees, never under the neck. Allow the neck to be on your mat. The back of the crown of the head nice and soft. Eyes closed, gaze up. Face muscles relaxed. And as we allow the root of the tongue to completely relax, to feel heavy in the mouth, the jaw becomes also very relaxed. And then we let go of the control of the breathing. Enjoying each gentle breath. enjoying the present moment. And gently start wiggling your fingers and your toes. Breathing deeply. With the next inhalation, bring the feet together. Bend the knees one at a time. Lengthening the spine. And rolling towards your right or left side. Relax the jaw. The eyes are still closed, the gaze up. Very slowly using the arms to bring you up to a sitting position with an uplifted spine, shoulders relaxed. Inhaling, bring the palms together at the level of the heart. Preparing to sing our closing Om as a way of union. When you're ready, inhale deeply. Inhale and exhale. With the next inhalation, bring the thumbs to the third eye for the right thoughts and exhale. Inhaling, sorry. Bring them closer to the mouth for the right say, for the right word, and exhale. And inhale and bring them closer to the heart center for the right feelings and compassion, and exhale. And with a few blinks, open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you for your practice. Thank you for joining. Let me know if it was good or if you find it any difficulty. Have a lovely day, a lovely weekend, and I'll be posting a couple of videos, one on Saturday and one on Sunday on the YouTube channel.
Have a nice weekend.